Hi, welcome to my YouTube video. This is a different build than the previous videos. I'm on hold a little bit with that one while I'm just waiting for a few parts, so I've decided to make a start. This bike I actually picked up. It's an unregistered UK bike that's been stood for 30 odd years, well 30 years at least. It's in pretty poor condition. I've decided to do again a little bit of a project with it, so I'm going to call this one Project Z1B. That's simply because I've got a paint set for a Z1B which I've just got back from Dream Machine. It's beautifully done. I'll stick that on a later video because it's actually in the loft at the moment. As you can see, there's an awful lot of corrosion on it. That's a swing arm, a lovely front mudguard, joking of course. I've got pretty much everything. I've got boxes full of parts for it, gearbox, everything. Over here I've got some pretty horrible Leicester wheels which I'm not going to use. I'll need to use the discs, so they're going to want some restoring. I've actually already made a bit of a start on it. I've acquired a rear hub from the USA which has just been cleaned up by Steve Smethurst, and that's come up okay. And I've got a front hub which I picked up off eBay or someone, which has already been restored, so that's in good order. I've had a little bit of plating done on things like this, my usual platers, and they've done quite a good job. Other bits and pieces of the engine covers I've got back now from being polished, again from Steve Smethurst, so hopefully it'll come okay. If you see my previous videos, I've got this cylinder head and barrels here, which was the big valve head, and I've also got over here is the a standard head and more barrels, or more cylinders as some of you call them. The lots of plating has come back, saying, like saying engine mounting, not engine mounting bolts, sorry, crankcase bolts, and other bits of plating that I've had done. Now this engine I was going to make a start on. It's basically all from the same lot, all the same parts that I got. Unfortunately there was a lot of parts with it, so the cases and everything have actually been done by Steve Smethurst. So this is going to go back together today, and I've finally decided what it's going to be is a bit of a performance Z1B. It's going to have the big valve head, and it's going to have, I'm going to try and get some Z1000 Mark II or ST cams, which are a little bit hotter than the earlier cams, but still nice and mild. I've got brand new big bore kit from Japan. It's not too big, it's only a 986cc, and carburettor wise I was thinking of using these 33mm smooth bores that I've tidied up, but I'm going to get rid of these. I think I'm going to sell them. So I'm looking for a set of carburettors. These will be up for sale. Right, that's as far as I've got with it for today. That'll have to do. It's looking okay. Had a little bit of trouble with some of the threads in the cases actually, so I've not got as far ahead as I wanted to. But to be honest, I couldn't finish it anyway because I've got to take the cylinders off now to get them rebored. This is the stuff that I got back from Dream Machine. I decided to show it you because I had to go in the loft for a reason anyway. So I like this colour. I think the reason I like this one is because it was the very first Z I ever had was in these colours. So these things stick with you, I think. The side panels are actually the reproduction ones that I sell in my shop. So I'm very happy with the way they look. They're beautiful. That's the tailpiece. The tailpiece is genuine. It's a genuine item. And I said all this stuff has been painted up by Dream Machine. I think they've done a superb job. That's a fuel tank. See, as with all my builds, although I don't do original bikes, I don't do original bikes very often, I actually really like all the original paintwork. I just think the 70s paint jobs were some of the best paint jobs done. Thank you for watching my video. Hope you enjoyed it.